Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Wednesday, the 19th day of April, 2023. I hope you're safe and healthy today. I hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders who every day are saving lives, and those who pick up garbage for us to keep streets, sidewalks, parks, yards clean and disease free, and those also that make deliveries for our convenience that we take for granted. Double blessings on the men and women who are out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover teenagers and children who are the victims of abuse, child molestation, and pedophilia. Also, people who are victims of pornography and child pornography and prostitution and child prostitution and sex slavery and human trafficking. Double curses on the perpetrators of all these things. Double curses on all those who profit from these things. And double curses on the pervert that create the industry of supply and demand. Finally, blessings upon the homeless. There are nearly 600,000 men, women, and children who are homeless in the United States of America, mostly children, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There was a basketball game last night. The New York Knicks are playing in the postseason, and it was game 2 against Cleveland. And I told y'all this was a must win for Cleveland. It was a nice to win for the Knicks. You see, last week, before the series started, we talked about the Knicks playing 2 in Cleveland. And I said at that time that the Knicks would win in 6. And I also said that they needed a split in Cleveland. Well, guess what we got? We got a split in Cleveland. So the Knicks go back to New York, tied 1-1. And I don't like Friday night. We'll talk about that, but that stupid song, Friday Night Knicks, I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. So if they lose Friday, I'm not going to be surprised. But they got to have another split coming out of New York on this weekend. So, last night's game. Okay, where do we begin? Well, Cleveland came to play, and we knew they was going to come to play. For better or for worse, what we must understand, Next Nation, is in the playoffs now, the Knicks go as Jalen Brunson goes. As Jalen Brunson goes, the Knicks will go. And Jalen Brunson was 5 of 17 last night, 1 of 8 from 3, 6 assists, 4 steals. Wasn't the most horrible game, but it's not Jalen Brunson that we know can take over in the playoffs. Playoff Brunson. That wasn't playoff Brunson. And so because of that, the Knicks were going to struggle. Julius Randle decided he wasn't going to play defense last night. The period, end of story. I watched too many people run by him, watched too many times he refused to rotate when he should have, and could have prevented a basket, and then pointing to other people. It was that same Julius Randle we get. Problem child Julius. I like the fact that he got fouled at the end like that. Hopefully that'll wake him up. The Cavaliers ain't playing. Okay? They coming to win. Okay? I like that Jared Allen came at him like that. That sent a message. We know y'all, because the Knicks will play to the last second. Cavs are saying, and we're going to be beating your behind to the last second. Okay? So hopefully that woke everybody up. That was good. Believe me. And I wasn't worried about Julius getting hurt. Dude's a brick doodle house. I'm surprised that he got his ankle twisted when he did, but that was a freak play. Generally, beside that in his rookie year when he broke his leg, those are 2 freak things that happened, Randall. Randall's strong, man. He's strong as an ox. I'm not worried about that. Okay? But needs that wake-up call. Okay, the Knicks need that wake-up call. Like I said, this was a game Cleveland had to win. Their season would really be on the line if they lost last night. So they had to come out. And what I saw was Bickerstaff pulling out all the stops. So the key adjustment that he did last night that helped them win, really, was taking out Okoro and putting in Karis LeVert. The Knicks did not have to defend Okoro. Okay, they just did not have to defend him because he can't shoot. He can play fantastic defense, but he can't shoot. So the Knicks would not defend him, and then you could double other players, like easily double your Mitchells and your Garlands. Okay, that's why it was good for game one, even when the Knicks didn't play their best game. But last night, LeVert played 40 minutes, scored 24, 9 of 16, and that was the adjustment that, to me, the big adjustment that Bickerstaff made that caused them to win this game. And then he pulled out Danny Danny Green for 20 minutes. Okay, because that's the desperation type moves you do when your season is on the line. Okay, and so it's going to be interesting because LeVert got weaknesses too. Okay, the Knicks did not game plan for him, just like Cleveland cannot game plan for the Knicks bench. The Knicks did not game plan for Karis LeVert, but they'll be ready next time. LeVert got weaknesses, and they'll be exploited. Okay, that's why he's not a starter. Okay, so it's going to be interesting, but there's going to be other adjustments. If they come out with LeVert starting on Friday, the Knicks, I'm sure, will have made adjustments for that. If they start Okoro, they go back to letting him shoot threes and then doubling up the other players. So it's like I said, the playoff is a straight chess match. Okay, so now, Bickerstaff move. Now Thibodeau's gonna move. It's gonna be a straight chess match. So Mitchell last night has figured out what Ray Allen had told Kobe Bryant about 20-something years ago. 20-something years ago, Kobe Bryant, when he was a young player, and he would be trying to win games. He was a hero ball dude. He was the most successful hero ball player in NBA history, in my opinion. And Ray Allen, after Shaq left the Lakers to go to the Heat, Kobe was trying to win games himself. And Ray Allen said he's going to learn, when he gets older, he can't win games by himself. He can't win a championship all by himself. And when Kobe learned to share the ball with Gasol, to share the ball with Candyman and all of them, and a little bit, and then pick his spots to take over. That's when they started winning chips. Okay, Mitchell had not been successful in the playoffs for the most part because he was doing that, taking over. But last night he only took 11 shots. He was sharing the ball. LeVert got 16 shots. Osman got 9 shots. Mobley got 11 and Garland got 11. I mean, that's what you want. You want that distribution. And so he picked that up last night. He scored 17 and they won by 17. See? So the Knicks, to counteract that, I don't think they need to change their strategy. I think they need to be more ready for LeVert. The only thing that really glaringly looked bad for the Knicks was the rebounding. The Knicks got out-rebounded 43-36. That's not a Tom Thibodeau type situation. They got to rebound better. Mitchell Robinson played 21 minutes. He had 5 rebounds. Hartenstein played 27 minutes. He had 7 rebounds. He had 5 offensive, which was good, but we got to do better. Got to do better than that. They need better rebounding. The Knicks stayed with their 9-man rotation. Quickly shot better, 4 of 8. He had 12 points. He still wasn't completely himself yet, but I'm expecting him to break out. The Cavaliers, on the other hand, went with an 8-man rotation last night. They played, again, I mentioned that they played LeVert, but they also played Osman and Green. That was the only guys that got more than 10 minutes off the bench. And so they went with an 8-man rotation last night, while the Knicks went with a 9-man rotation. I think Coach Tibbs should stick with the 9-man rotation. Hart didn't have his best game, 27 minutes. He only took 2 shots. He had 4 rebounds. Usually Hart gets around 8 rebounds. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a typical Knicks game. We got to get back to what we do best. Never mind what they do. The Knicks need to get back to what they do best, which is rebound and defend. All of these games are going to be low scoring, 107-90. The last one was 101-97 or something like that. It's going to be like that going forward. It's going to be like that. This is the playoffs. It's going to be low scoring. It's going to be a battle. That has not changed in the NBA. Randall has got to come to play. I mean, if he can come to play, that's what I could say about Julius Randle is if he really comes to play, and is knocking his threes and rebounding the basketball, the Knicks win. Okay. We don't know what we're going to get. Last night, we were getting the I don't care about defense Randall. I want to be point guard Randall with 6 turnovers. That's not the Randall we need. Okay. And like I say, I'm glad what happened into the game because hopefully it'll wake him up. He needs to come ready to play on Friday on both sides of the basketball and stop pointing fingers at his teammates when he makes defensive mistakes on rotation, which he is doing a lot last night. Grimes only got 2 shots. See, all of these add up to a loss. You get out rebounded. Randall is not playing defense. Grimes gets 2 shots. And Brunson is not playoff Brunson. All of that adds up to a loss. Now, all of that's not going to happen every playoff game. But it happened last night. Like I said, Bickerstaff pulled out all the stops to try to get this W because it was their season on the line. He had to do that. This would not work over the whole series. It's a 7-game series. Okay, so like I said, I still pick Knicks in 6. They're going back to New York Friday. I don't like Friday night Knicks, so I'm hoping they overcome this curse and come back with a win. But we'll see. But for now, this is where we at. And some of y'all, I've heard some people talking about, some idiot talking about, I told you RJ can't play. Look, why some of y'all wait to when he's struggling to come out and say he can't play? When he drops 40, I don't hear from y'all. And what you're going to say when he drops 30 on somebody in this series? Because that's going to happen. Okay? Some of y'all are just ridiculously sorry, man. Seriously, you need to get a life. All of a sudden, somebody down, and you're supposed to be a fan, and you kicking them while they down. So when I tell you, when I put question marks next to your comment, it's because I'm trying to wonder how level of idiot you are. Anyway, yes, Barrett was 4 of 13, 6 or 7 from the line. He had 3 rebounds. He had no turnovers. He was -2 for the game. No, he didn't have his best game. But hey, like I said, the Knicks didn't have their best game. So now, and then they did, of course, Cleveland. We knew they were going to double Brunson getting the ball out of his hand, and they did that for the most part. They were doing that a lot. That's why Grimes, to me, was somebody that needed to get that basketball more than 2 shots. Okay, I know he was playing defense on Garland, and most times he was the only one really it was him and RJ that was a shot signed to Garland and Mitchell. Nobody else was really able to guard them. So anyway, on to Friday. Look at, as Tibbs always said, look at the film. Look at what happened. It was an embarrassment in terms of New York Knicks style basketball. We got outplayed on our own style of basketball. But again, Cleveland was pulling out all the stops. The Knicks have got to come with that same desperation on Friday, especially Julius Randle. I'm not worried about Brunson. To me, Brunson is too high IQ, too good to this is not going to be him for the whole series. I'm not worried about that. Because like I said, I kind of, Bronson's a constant. He's going to be there. E because MC squared, constant squared, that's Brunson. He's going to be there. So I'm not worried about him. I'd like some more help on the boards so that Mitchell could get double in Mitchell Robinson so he can't get the offensive rebound. That means what I'm saying. I need Julius Randle to step up. I need RJ to get me some more rebounds. He got last night 3. I need ground. I need everybody. I need some gang rebound in here. Okay, we could do better than that. So we take this. We come back to New York with a 1-1 series. Like I said, that's what we wanted, a split. And then we try to get at least a split in New York. Friday Night Knicks is not good. It's not good. I hate it. But it is what it is. We'll talk more about it. But for now, there's going to be all kind of stuff in New York, like the world is ending. And we need to trade everybody after they're going to playoff loss in Cleveland. Anyway, we move forward, y'all. Move forward. Next game. And, we're going to be all right. They're going to be all right. Anyway, y'all enjoy your Wednesday. Don't take this too personal, too seriously. It's not worth all of that. They really are going to be okay. I'm still picking Knicks in 6. Shalom.